What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we're back with the weekly breakdown for the final weekly reset of Season 16 in Destiny 2. And of course this will be kicking off on Tuesday the 17th of May. And so for week 13 of the season, initially we'll mention what you need to know about the final reset with some pointers for Season 17. Plus we'll round up pinnacle drops, the content rotation for the week, as well as unique rewards, including the Eververse inventory. And we'll touch on playlist activities plus the finale for Guardian Games. So there's plenty to touch on today, but first up guys, this video is sponsored by Mech Arena, which is absolutely one of the most fun mobile shooter games I've played. And so Mech Arena is a 5v5 mech shooter that's available for free on Android and iOS, and it plays really smooth, but is also aesthetically smart and has a bunch of content. Initially there are loads of different mechs we can play with and upgrade, and the gameplay element is really solid, fast-paced and fluid. It feels pretty satisfying for a mobile game, but also the game modes are pretty neat, with a good mix of objective and combat. The matches are action-packed and finish in about 5 minutes. But also the maps are designed really well for competitive combat, and there's a mix of ranges with some tight combat spaces that require some good PvP tactics. Then in terms of investment, there are various mechs to unlock and upgrade through reward systems, plus pilots which can be paired with them to unlock some pretty epic combos. And on top of this, right now Mech Arena is going into Season 6 with a new battle pass this month, and that comes with awesome new skins and goodies, plus there are special events taking place which drop new weapons and a new pilot called Asami. So there's absolutely loads of content to check out, and Mech Arena is completely free to play on Android and iOS, so if you guys use my link down below or the QR code on screen, you'll get a free starter pack worth $45, including a mil-spec skin, 500 coins, and 70,000 credits to get you started. Plus if you're quick you can add my player ID, and I hope to catch you guys in a game. Now though, as we get into Destiny 2 stuff for this week, with it being the final week of the season, we have bonus rank XP for all playlists. So in Crucible, Vanguard, and Gambit playlists, there should be double reputation all week long, with triple reputation over the course of the weekend. And so some pretty huge playlist rep gains are available if you want them this week. Moving over to the Vanguard though, for the featured Nightfall this week, we'll see the return of Hashler Dune in the Scarlet Keep. Of course, Grandmasters are also still available, and hopefully we'll see the Palindrome and/or Plug 1 up this week as they are due to drop. But otherwise, Lord Shaxx brings Team Scorch to the Crucible all week, plus we'll see the return of Trials of Osiris on Friday's daily reset. Next though, the Guardian Games continues for a final week, and we'll find out who scored best in week 2 after the reset. But otherwise, aside from Eververse items which we'll cover in a moment, be sure to hunt down any triumphs or rewards you want to get completed before the end of the event on next week's reset. Plus we'll also see a winners ceremony at the end of the event according to triumphs. So it'll be interesting to see what that's like this year. Perhaps Eva will light a firework or two. Hopefully she's got more than she had last year. And then attention will very quickly turn to Season 17, and with that new season launching next week, we're surely going to get some reveals and important details this week, so I'll keep you up to date on those. However, bear in mind, all Iron Banner tokens are going to be removed from the game, so it won't be worth holding on to any of those. And additionally, Etheric Spiral is being deprecated, which basically means they're being removed from the game, so be sure to exchange any of those you have with the Cryptarch. Then additionally, all vendor ranks will reset with the start of the new season, so players should be sure to claim any rewards they have before 10 AM on May 24th. The only other things to bear in mind for the moment are weapons that Bungie are cycling out of loot pools, and so from Season 17 onwards, for Iron Banner, the occluded Finality Sniper Rifle, as well as the Finite Impactor Hand Cannon will go away. In Nightfalls, the Comedian Shotgun and Palindrome Hand Cannon will be removed from the loot pool. Then for Trials of Osiris, Sheora's Wrath and the Messenger will also be taken out. We don't necessarily have time to grind for new ones, but be sure not to delete any as it could be a while before they're earnable again. Next though, for the reset, of course, Throne World and Season of the Risen content will rotate, including the refresh on Pinnacle drops. Plus for Throne World, that also means the raid rotation, where the encounter challenge this week will be Swift Destruction in the Acquisition encounter. And then for Psyops, the seasonal activity will rotate to the Cosmodrome map variant, but outside of seasonal challenges, these activities should stick around in the game as we move into Season 17. Then of course for this season, challenges have finished rolling out, so if you have any that you want to wrap up in the final week of the season, now's the time to get them done, and as always a whole new set of challenges will begin rolling out next week. On top of this, we'll also see a new Eververse inventory of course, but for this week we've got a final set of Guardian Games 2022 items for Bright Dust. So firstly we have the Backstroke Shell, a new exotic ghost for the event this year, and that will be 2,850 Bright Dust in the store. Plus we're going to see the Power Nap multiplayer emote, That one will cost 1250 Bright Dust. Then for 1500 Bright Dust, we'll see the Trophy Ghost Projection. But the featured shader in the store this week will be Photo Finish, another one for the event, which will be 300 Bright Dust. Onto a few exotic items now, and Give Me a G, the multiplayer emote right here, will be available for 4250 Bright Dust, very expensive stuff. And for the first time in the event for Bright Dust, we're going to see the Champion Shell, the exotic Guardian Games Cup right there for 2850 Bright Dust. Plus the Wedge Exotic Sparrow, that will be 2500 Bright Dust, as well as the Victory's Herald Exotic Ship, which is 2000 Bright Dust this week. And then we have the high score legendary emote right here, which is 700 Bright Dust. Plus the Guardian Games ornament for Vex Mythoclast this year, which is 1250 Bright Dust, and that is the classed of its own ornament. But finally, we will get the Guardian Games projection, a legendary ghost projection there for 1500 Bright Dust, and otherwise, as always, there will also be items for sale for silver. But onto more of the legacy content right here, and for Dares of Eternity this week, we'll see the Rotation 3 loot drops, and that includes the Gensum Knight Armor sets from IO in Year 1, as well as the Kairos Function sets from Curse of Osiris, plus weapons from Season of Arrivals and Season of the Worthy Warmind weapons. In the Legends tab and for the Vault of Glass, the challenge mode this week will be Strangers in Time, which of course is Gatekeeper challenge, and completing that will award the Time Lost Heathen Vengeance. And then very finally for the Ascendant Challenge in the Dreaming City, this week we're going to see Forfeit Shrine, which is accessed via the Gardens of Isilla. So if you want footage of the location on how to find that one this week, we'll run some at the end of the video. And otherwise for today, guys, that is everything that we have to speak about. So as always, I hope you've enjoyed this one. And if you have, a rating down below really does help us out on the channel. If you want to be kept up to date with all the news and information regarding Season 17 with the launch next week, then definitely get subscribed and turn on notifications so I can keep you up to date. Plus, let us know any stuff you'll be doing in Destiny in this final week down in the comments section. Otherwise though, for now, I appreciate you tuning in, and I hope you guys have an awesome day.